Hi guys. Hi Aaron. Hi patterns of problematic behavior. How are you guys? Can you guys hear me first of all? Just let me know if you guys can hear me so I can just get into this. Okay, just stop making anything a racial issue would require her to be exactly. Okay, so you can hear me. Okay, first of all, you guys, I apologize, but I do not know how to share screens and do this, but I promise you guys I'll do try edit this video and put all these screenshots in. But Katie Joy went ahead on a Facebook page and she posted this. A live from 6 days ago, Goddess Tulsa joined a live panel on Molly's channel. Goddess is a Black woman and someone that speaks about racial issues. She wanted to share her insight into the Black experience when it comes to getting medical services. Goddess never had the chance to explain that one of her primary BIPOC avoid the hospitals is due to discrimination and racial profiling by staff. BIPOC women, people of color, women are the most at risk for fatalities in childbirth due to systemic racism and distrust of medical community. What has this got to do with Vaughn? What has this got to do? Childbirth and medical, what has this got to do with Vaughn? I don't know. Numerous OBs and doctors have written about racial disparities in treatment of people of color versus white people in hospitals. The issue is so big that the CDC and major medical organizations have been working to make healthcare more accessible to people of color. Let me just stop there. What has this got to do with Marvon McRae? What? I did see that live when Goddess Tulsa did come up on panel with Justin, Justice for All, Molly Golaki, and Albie. As soon as she started getting defensive and started playing, in my opinion, the race card, I switched out. At the end of the day, I don't look at this as racism, not in the least bit. And this is just my opinion, what I see from this. Hi, you guys. I'm sorry if I'm ignoring the chat right now, but there's a lot I have to say. Anyway, in regard to Marvon, when this whole story unfolded, when Marvon had this accident or this tragedy happen to him, in my opinion, the police department did what they needed to do. I, from the beginning, had no problem with what they did or how they handled it. That's just the way I see it. Now, tell me something. Is Marvon being mistreated in the hospital? Is he not getting the correct care? Is he not getting the same treatment anybody else would get? Because according to what I've heard, the doctors have tried everything. They've even told his wife that he's basically brain dead or something like that. There has been not an inkling of Marvon being mistreated in hospital or anything. The only person that's mistreating this man is his wife. Let's be clear about that. So for Katie Joy now, because she's not getting her way, she got to fucking bring up the race card. Pinning Black people against white people. That is fucking bullshit, period. I'm not coming to the defense of any white person, Molly Go Lucky, Justin, or Albie. The truth is the truth, stated for what it is. When I switched off from that live, all LB was saying is all the people in the chat have to be respected. It's their opinions. Everybody's entitled to their opinions. Then this woman got offended because she felt like LB was attacking her. And all LB was saying, everybody's opinions matter. The people in the chat matter. And justice for all, he was being clear and he says, I get it. People of color, the prison, there is major issues with people of color. But the issue is not here, Katie Joy. You fucking making this an issue. You pinning Black people against white people. That is so wrong. Because now this black person has an issue with Molly Golightly. You ever so ready to be on this black person's side? And I mean no disrespect, Miss Tulsa. I'm a black person myself. I may not be pitch black in color, but I am a black person. I was classed as a colored in my home country. So come at me with your fucking bullshit, Katie Joy. Okay? Now, secondly, when this person made this comment on Katie Joy's Facebook, can't find the original thing, but it's worth mentioning because what's there is there. This person says, let me just grab it, you guys. Katie, this is from Joe Cunningham. Katie, I love you, but this whole issue and family are a toxic tar baby. Recommend you stand down. What the fuck? Is she referring to Marvon as a fucking tar baby? Is that not racist? Why is this woman not being put in check? Let's put it that way. Why? Why is it now a black and a white thing? You know what this is? This is an abuse thing, Katie Joy. Because why don't you, at this point, you're so fucking far up Andrea's backside, you can hardly see your own fucking bootstraps at this point. Why don't you just write her a letter and say, you know what, I love you, I'm on your side, what can I do for you? Because that's exactly what you're doing right now. This is absolute bullshit, people. And whoever is following Katie Joy and allowing this to happen, and I will put this out there for Miss Tulsa, Goddess Tulsa. I'm sorry if I mean no disrespect to you. Absolutely not. Come on my channel. Let's discuss black person to black person. I hate playing the race card. I apologize, you guys. I hate playing the race card. Marvon is not being ill-treated by the hospital. He was never ill-treated by the paramedics, by the police department, in my opinion. Why are you making this a race thing? So tell me something, Katie Joy. Are you not being racist, but specifically every fucking day calling out Miss Letitia? This woman that has done things in her past that have wrote her wrongs, but you keep fucking harassing her every damn day. Really? This is unacceptable. This is absolutely unacceptable. If whoever wants to make it about race, go ahead, but it's not about race. This is about Marvon in a coma that needs to get well. I hope he gets well, but at the end of the day, it's God's will, you know? But this is all totally unfucking acceptable. Honestly, it is. I don't even have any words. I truly don't. Thank you, Bobby Lee. I appreciate you. But this I cannot take. I truly cannot. And if nobody is calling her out for that comment on calling this victim, Marvon McRae, for the bullshit racist comments that she's making, that people know that she deletes shit. She likes to say it because she got no fucking backbone to stand by what she says. This is wrong. This is absolutely wrong. I don't believe this. I truly don't. I believe in cancel culture, but I am an exception for Katie Joy. We need to stop talking about Katie Joy, get her cancelled. You know what? At the end of the day, Miss Law, you know, God leaves people, and I felt I learned this. You know, He'll leave you to keep going and keep going until you yourself realize, I gotta surrender. There's nothing I can do. But if you don't, He will bring you to your knees. I know that. I absolutely agree. Katie is and the husband are both racist. No, but by seeing that comment, absolutely by seeing that comment, you guys, that is absolutely despicable. Despicable to say something like that. Oh, thank you so much, Ashley. I really appreciate you. Thank you so much. I think KJ made the first remark regarding race claims that me off. This is unacceptable. Unacceptable. She just posted about how adoption works in the case of Marvon. I also read that. How is she a social worker too now? Can't she just stay in her lane? And this is one thing I want to make known. And if anybody can share this with the father of those beautiful little girls that need help, do your due diligence. This is the same woman that told a little girl, I can't remember how old Sophie Long was, when she was crying out for help, that she's just a brat. I don't care what the story is right now, you always believe a victim. And in turn, Mr. Ober, this woman, Katie Joy, that you have a spokesperson communicating with her, this person that's communicating and giving out all the information on the goings on about your daughters, sent one of our subscribers to the courthouse to obtain the court records of this little girl so she can prove herself right. That is highly disgusting. In Katie Joy's world, nobody has privacy. Absolutely nobody. This is sad what she's turning this into. And all this is because, in my opinion, Katie Joy cannot handle rejection. She cannot handle rejection. She is the one that made a choice. As I said, we all have choices in life. Katie Joy made the choice to make this her bread and butter. She made it her choice for her to be responsible for the well-being of the roof over her family's head. When you make a choice like that, you do things with, you be careful of the things that you do. This is fucked up all the way. Why is it okay for Miss Goddess, if you do go up on Katie Joy's panel, can you ask her, why is she harassing another Black woman? Why? Why is it okay for her to, on a daily basis, harass a Black woman? A woman that wrote her wrongs, a woman that literally is still fighting for her son that she birthed. No piece of paper can take that away from her, from what's inside of her. She birthed Marvon, and that will stay with her for the rest of her life. A piece of paper does not dictate that she cannot be a mother anymore. KJ's husband is particularly gross, kind of a white supremacist. The type of metal he plays and listens to is little with bands who hide behind Norse pagan beliefs to justify their racism. Katie Joy's husband needs to get his ball sack back. That's what he needs to do, period. There's a petition to get KJ off of platforms on Twitter. You all need to sign it. It's the least we can do. You know what? I'm going to say this again. Karma is a bitch and karma is real. I'm just like so floored with this. It's like, what else will Katie Joy do? Is she running out of options? Today, she made a post about Molly Golightly. It's like, you need to quit it, Katie Joy. She's living in their brain rent-free at this point. She says, many have asked for proof of Molly, aka Marissa, blaming Shanann Watts for her murder. Is Katie Joy's memory this delayed? A lot of us have shown these screenshots where Katie Joy has said that this woman, Jay, has murdered her husband. I've showed it on my channels how many times. She overdosed him and she strangled him. It's like, really? And then she also at the end of the video says that, no, I'm sorry, I didn't read it all. There are so many videos she admits that she does this to make money. But you do the same fucking thing, KJ. You talk about the daggers. You sit on your Instagram live describing how this piece of shit, Joshua Dagger, did wrong things to his sister. But anyway, she also at the end of the video says that Shanann's job drove Chris to snap and murder her. For those that are interested, Marissa is now becoming a topic over here because I'm learning many people want her antics exposed. Now, Katie Joy, maybe you're going to start a channel like we have, the people like me that talk about you. You're going to start talking about Marissa. Have at it. Have at it. Knock yourself out. Because I don't think this even affects this woman. She owns her shit. She's not scared to say anything. She owns her shit. Now you want to post videos where she called Shanann Watts, or she also at the end of the video said that Shanann's job drove Chris to snap and murder. Let's go back to you. How you said when you reporting on Tati Westbrook, you said her husband killed his mother or took his mother off life support for the inheritance. Oh, I'm sorry, we can't get those videos because she fucking sued your ass. And you had to take all those videos down. So let all this make sense, Katie Joy. Because at the end of the day, all this just boils down, Katie Joy, is the jealousy girl. You need to get over it. Maybe you should do something in your own life that brings you joy, because this is just not working for you. By the way, as for the Camaro for Molly's honor student's son, by the way, as far as the Camaro for Molly's honor student's son goes, there is a car shortage. The car has special paint, so it was preceded long ago and not bought with Marvon money, in my opinion. But that's not anybody's business what she does with her money. Nobody asks Katie what she does with her money. And that's what's also eating Katie Joy up alive. It's to see people well. And it just eats her up inside. I don't know why. You just should be, but it's all just the negative person that she is. She'll never be happy for the next person. She needs a hobby. Let's send her. No, I think what we should do. Do you know best way to place send something to Ronaldo, some interesting BS about KJ, and I'd rather share it with Ronaldo than anyone else? You can get me on Twitter, Instagram, my email, everything is listed down in my description box. Soulshine, feel free. This is truly heartbreaking, Tamara. And when I just saw this, I just thought of Miss Letitia. It's like, is she going to be punished for the rest of her life for something she felt that she needed to do that was in the best interest of her son at the time? This is so fucked up. Honestly, it is. I'm pissed. Katie loses her shit if anything about her life is brought up by anyone but her. Tit for tat fair game. That's bullshit as far as I'm concerned. Both families have more wolf. Exactly. Exactly, Army Wife. I totally agree with that. But this got to stop. This has to stop. Because this is totally unacceptable. And as for Sherelle, okay, Sherelle's world. Apparently, Sherelle and Katie Joy had beef back in the day. All I got to say is, and I agree with Sherelle with one thing. Molly did come off as, when she said, because Sherelle said that Molly came in her comments and said she needs to get off and come to her channel to get an update on Marvon. That was wrong, because that is something, it's similar to what Katie Joy had done to Molly when she says, oh, send your people over to my channel because this source only wants this information on my channel. And I get that. I totally get that from Sherelle's side. But for them to turn this around into a race thing was not called for at all. Marvon, at the end of the day, is a human being. So because people can't seem to be on the same side, they cannot seem to get the traction. They're going to make it about race. I rest my case, you guys. Hey, I truly rest my case because this cannot be done. Absolutely not. All she saw was dollar signs and extra subscribers. Absolutely. This needs to stop. But you guys, I just wanted to, if KJ has 1,000 people to defame Miss Letitia, we will get 3,000 to support her. Amen for that. God will always surpass the bad. Amen. I can't believe this is happening. None of this was an issue until KJ was on Money Go Lightly panel. This was only an issue when Kaylee Joy brought up this issue. And another thing I want to address Sherelle about, if you want to take information from Katie Joy, source that information first. Double check that information because Katie Joy tends to put out a whole lot of bullshit. Yes, Sonia and I believe KJ doesn't love her self-respect or doesn't respect others. Why would she? Why would she? Because she's a lonely soul. She truly is a very lonely soul. This just, I don't know. Is he communicating with KJ? I have no idea if the dad is actually communicating with KJ because KJ keeps saying a friend of the family. Now, this friend of the family should also be very ashamed of herself for the mere fact is these are kids, these are minors. Let the courts handle this. Let CPS handle this. Let these kids have a little bit of privacy. Their mother has exposed them for so many years now, or exploited them for so many years. This woman, oh my God, I can't even, this will never go out of my mind. Two things that will never go out of my mind. When KJ allowed her son to be locked in a room for 10 hours, and set on alive. And this woman, Jay McCrae, that left her kids at home for 4 days, you guys. 4 days. She left them home alone. Let that make sense. Thank you so much, Rebecca. She is very angered when she criticized his mom for leaving Vaughn with his grandmother. My daughter left my granddaughter with me, and she made the right choice, and she should not be judged. Exactly. Nobody should be judging. Absolutely nobody. Thank you so much, D. Hansen, for the super sticker. I appreciate you. Would you ever go into Miss Molly's channel? You guys, I'm not even gonna lie. My time is I'm so busy. My kids are going back to school next week. I'm busy doing getting ready for my son and them to have their baby. And we're just doing some home improvements basically. And I've been down by his place all week. If I have the time, I will, I definitely will. But it's just time is just so, there's not enough days, hours in the day for me anymore. Thank you so much, Nano. I appreciate the super. I'm going to butcher your name. You're so freaking awesome and badass. Thank you so much, Jean Darby. You know what? It's not about me being a badass, and it's just what is right. If it does come out that maybe Miss Letitia was using this for her personal gain, or his dad was using this for his personal gain, let's take care of it then. For now, let's focus on Mavon. Let's focus on the well-being of those kids. You guys, I'm going to start crying again, and I don't want to cry again. I truly don't want to cry again. Because kids are never, ever, they're just born into this world. They don't get to choose who their parents are. But it's just our responsibility as parents to take care of their well-being, to make sure they are safe, to make sure that they are well taken care of. And that's all it's about. But Katie Joy, you need to stop. I am at this point, I'm begging you. If you leave this family alone, I will shut this channel down. I promise you. I will make that promise to you. There's lights burning all around me. Just leave Mavon alone. Just stop reporting on it. Stop adding your 2 cents. That's all I'm asking at this point. That's all I'm asking. Those kids deserve so much more respect. They deserve so much more privacy. They've got so much healing to do, you know? Just put yourself in those people's shoes. Let go of the color of your skin. Just let go of that. That's all I'm asking you to do. Absolutely. Right is right and wrong is wrong. Make sure neither one like each other, Sherelle and Kabian. That is it. Yeah. And Sherelle, at the end of the day, a leopard never changes its spots. Oh, thank you so much, Fernando. I appreciate that. But it just hurts my heart, you know? This man is laying there in a coma. His parents are worried about him, and people are trying to be supportive, and she's just trying to break them down. That's so wrong. How would she feel if she was in that position? And I guarantee you, if Katie Joy was in this position, she wouldn't like it. She absolutely wouldn't like it. The hell was racist about man fighting for his life. Amen. Please don't give me. You know what? If it takes this woman to just leave these people alone, I will do it. I truly will do it. Thank you so much, Autistic Shell. But you know what, you guys, I gotta go now. I've really worked myself up. I just need to go and pray. I really do, because this is so, so sad. I can't even imagine what these kids are going through, what this family is going through. To see this on a daily basis. Not everybody's strong, you know, and she has got so much uphill battle to go, this family. And to be reading this on a daily, it's like, wow, wow. You guys, I appreciate each and every one of you. I need to stop being so emotional when I come on live. I truly need to stop. I look forward to that, Tina. You guys, thank you so much. Have a wonderful rest of your day. Have a wonderful rest of your week. Have a good weekend. I'll try to upload again because there was something else that you posted. You guys, please continue to stand in prayer with me for Marvin and his kids, because that is what we need. That is the primary focus. God answers prayers. He truly, truly answers prayers, you guys. And I'm gonna say this, and whoever comes at me, if you want to get the most recent updates, Molly Golightly, Justice for All. The links on my description somewhere. If you feel that they tend to be getting off track, or things seem to be just getting out of control, just leave. That's all you got to do. Thank you guys so much. I appreciate each and every one of you. Please stay safe out there. Don't forget, just be kind to one another, and don't forget, you guys, make good memories. Bye, guys.